Sagittarius, how are you doing on this day? Right before June is about to begin. Sagittarius, I see this reading being for anybody with significant Sagittarius energy. Do you have a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising? Perhaps Sagittarius in your first house, Sagittarius as your signature sign. If you have multiple placements in Sagittarius, oh, thank you so much for the like. This is a reading for you. Sagittarius, for these readings, I don't direct them. So whatever comes out, comes out. I don't know myself what this will be. We'll find out together. And Sagittarius, yes, if you appreciate my time in doing this, do give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for the like. And I think without much more ado, let's start your reading. Let's see what message June has for Sagittarius in your collective. Let that sound out. Let's go and take a peek. A message for Sagittarius. Change. Guaranteed change. Sagittarius, Death and Tower are actually two of the cards in the major arcana. I think the only two cards, honestly, that really get me excited. Guaranteed change. Change is coming. Change, Sagittarius, you'll have to go and grab with your own two hands. But that opportunity will be presented to yourself, Sagittarius, a chance for you to go and manipulate and work your environment, and also to what range you will have. I'm going to say Magician and Five of Swords, Sagittarius, you are not to be bound by conventional rules. Isn't that exciting, Sagittarius? I have the Moon, Sagittarius. Lots of feeling here between Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So let me also say, too, in this energy, Sagittarius, you don't have to go and move by logic. Sagittarius, rule by your gut. What do you feel, Sagittarius? What do you feel like doing? What do you feel in the ether? Sagittarius, we all are connected. We all are vibrating to the energies around us. Don't be deluded as well by what you see with your eyes and what you hear with your ears. Sagittarius, our skin, our very skin, we can feel things through the largest organ of our body, which is our skin. What do you feel, Sagittarius? Go by instinct, Sagittarius. Very, very auspicious energy here, Sagittarius, for you to go and rely on, let's say, that third eye intuitive, what should I call them? Muscle gland talent. Because Sagittarius, there are things definitely which you should not just go and take at face value by either what they look like or what they tell you, Sagittarius. Your gut will lead you, Sagittarius. And you need to take action, Sagittarius. So let's go and check out. That card just fell out. Eight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, fell right on this King of Cups. You know what, Sagittarius? So we already know that you are being You are being called to action with death here with the sun and the moon. Big changes. Also, too, Sagittarius is asking you to make big changes for union, for completion. A figure 8, an infinity 8, Sagittarius, where one end connects to the other seamlessly. There's energy in here asking you to tap into that. Also, too, Sagittarius. Actually, let's go and clarify that King of Cups. Let's go and find out, especially with the sun and the moon here. I am curious, Sagittarius, are we talking about life in general? Or do I have a love reading for you? What exactly is that King of Cups? I have 5 of Wands. I have 5 of Swords. You know, 5s are also, of course, they're chaotic energies, but 5s are literally the nucleus energy of transformation as well. You know, you don't achieve anything, Sagittarius, without effort, without discomfort. Big things, important things, true things. You know, Sagittarius, look at it. There are people who, of course, have frills, pomp and circumstance, and perhaps they never have really been uncomfortable, truly uncomfortable in their lives, Sagittarius. But really, when you consider the overall, do I say quality or concentration of what they've achieved and how they live their lives, it's watered down, isn't it? It's mediocre, Sagittarius. I mean, you need to push and have reason to push to go and start creating true greatness, to create something and to obtain something truly worthwhile. Not bland, unseasoned things, Sagittarius. And what I have here, Sagittarius, what a spicy King of Cups this is. There's an opportunity here, Sagittarius. Do take care, Sagittarius, that you are not the one being sized up and salivated over for what you can provide. But, Sagittarius, I see the universe asking you to switch up your routine, switch up your application of yourself in team environments, how you present yourself. What kind of thinking, Sagittarius, can you innovate on? Can you build upon? Can you improve on? What kind of things, Sagittarius, that strike your heart and make you happy, can you further develop? And when I say develop, I do mean innovate. You know, whenever the 5s come up, especially as I said, we have death here, you're being called upon to innovate. Something that you're doing, Sagittarius, you can do better. And from what I see here, Sagittarius, the things that are important to you and what brings you joy, there's a wider range, Sagittarius, for you to explore. That's what's interesting about the energy I have here. And with that Empress energy, in reevaluating, reorganizing your, or at least considering expanding Sagittarius, seeking what brings you joy. I think you're going to go and find something there that you entirely haven't expected. But once it comes up to you, Sagittarius, it'll make perfect sense. So is this a romantic connection, Sagittarius? Well, it's a connection. But it's a connection that you're not going to go and achieve or be able to get in contact with, Sagittarius, unless you do put forth that innovation and you do change up the routine of how you've been operating. Also, to think about this as well, Sagittarius. What kind of limitations have you been placing upon yourself with death here, this card being here, with the sun and the moon cards that I have flanking this King of Cups? Has there been limitations that you yourself have been almost automatically adhering to? And if so, Sagittarius, think about why. Are they boundaries, Sagittarius, that you've adopted because of society? Are they boundaries, Sagittarius, that you've adopted because of financial status and capability? Are they boundaries placed upon you by your family, by your neighborhood, by your region, by the very weather? Right? There are boundaries that are placed upon us, some mental, some physical, some emotional, some financial. But I think that, Sagittarius, you need to review how you've been moving and think about as well how you've been moving, and have you been restricting yourself automatically because of boundaries? Oh, I can't do this because I don't have that mobility. I have a better chance doing this because it's blah, blah, blah. Those are limitations. Of course, understood, we're in a practical world and we need to achieve practical things. Some of us need to achieve practical things every single month, right? We have bills to pay. We have responsibilities to keep. But still, Sagittarius, the energy that I have here is asking you to think about, where have you placed the boundaries upon yourself and why? And are those boundaries that you placed upon yourself still valid? Let's go and check out the sun and the moon. Actually, I'm going to put a card on each just to go and see. I do consider my sun and moon, when they appear like this, to be very, very interesting. First of all, it's soulmate pairing. A soulmate pair I have here. Secondly, I do have life energy, like a completion of your other half. It's very auspicious, Sagittarius. So I have the sun, the moon, and the stars for you. I have the star clarifying that moon. I have death. Oh, interesting, Sagittarius. I have 10 of Wands. Sagittarius, a blessing is coming for you. You do, Sagittarius, have to be bold enough to step up and reach it. You do have to be bold enough to step out of the confines that you've been operating under, Sagittarius, in order to receive this. That's what you need to do. but you have a blessing. Also, 2 Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. I love that Tower. Look at that. You have death and you have the Tower. All that Scorpio energy, Sagittarius. What you've been laboring for and hoping for, there's a chance for you to go and grab that, Sagittarius, but you need to have faith. Need to extend yourself, Sagittarius. You need to operate in a different manner than how you've been, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you need to be bold because the moment to act is now. And that Sun. Sun. I have 2 of Pentacles. Strength. And I have 8 of Pentacles. So Sagittarius, Leo energy could also be very relevant to you. Maybe Sagittarius, you in your own chart could have significant Scorpio energy, significant Pisces energy, significant Leo energy, because those are the primary energies I have for you right now. Something to think about. And if Sagittarius, you yourself do not have significant Pisces, Scorpio, or Leo energy, then Sagittarius, you'll be meeting someone who does. When I say significant, pretty much the same placements that I mentioned before. Sun, Moon, rising, also personal planets. I'm going to say here, I feel Mars more than Mercury. I'm going to say Mars, Venus, 7th house. I always want to say 10th and 11th outer houses too. I almost want to say that. But yeah, I'm going to say Sun, Moon, standard one, Sun, Moon, rising. I'm also going to say Venus, Mars, and with all that death there, I'm going to go and say Mars and Pluto. I almost want to set Saturn energy in here too, Sagittarius. Anyway, very interesting energy that I have here. Hello. How do you say your name? Chinaza? Is it Chinaza? Or is it Chinaza? I don't think it's Chinaza, right? Well, anyway, nice to meet you. What a pretty name, though. I love names with Z's in them. Or should I just say the lower end of the alphabet? I love the uniqueness of them. Very pretty name. And finally, with this Sun, a Sagittarius, with 2 of Pentacles, Strength, and 8 of Pentacles. Have faith, Sagittarius. Have faith in walking your own path and building your own path. Sagittarius, don't look to other people, especially here with all this Leo energy. Don't look for the way other people have built their success and even how other people are seeking their success, because their paths, Sagittarius, are not yours. There's nothing you can learn or even follow from how someone else has been operating, Sagittarius, because you have your own unique path. And what you're being asked to do, Sagittarius, is to be fearless, be bold, and have the faith to carve out your own path, Sagittarius, and innovate. That's the energy that I have right here, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, very auspicious energy right now, especially for, I'm going to say, the bolder steps you take. Sun and the moon to me is very highly auspicious. As I said, it's soulmate energy, life path energy. And there is a huge transformation, Sagittarius, that you're meant to go and tap into. What leaps of faith, Sagittarius, can you take? What leaps of faith are coming up to you right now? And then, as I said too, Sagittarius, also think as you are moving around, as you are operating in the weeks to come, in the days upcoming, Sagittarius, what sort of automatic limitations are you placing upon yourself and why? Because there definitely are very almost unautomatic boundaries that you're operating in, and you're being asked, Sagittarius, to move past those boundaries. No limitations, Sagittarius, especially not at this time. Ah, well, Chinaza, if you would like me to pull a reading for you, if you donate through Buy Me a Coffee, I can take a look. There's also love readings I've done. You can check them out for both, I believe I did both Sagittarius and Libra. And in the latter part of the readings that I do, I show the compatibility or just the energies between Sagittarius and Libra. You can cross-watch. Depending on my time this month, I may do that as well for June. I try and do it as time permits. And then, of course, you can also check out the collective series that I do, What Secrets Should You Know? Who is Watching You? Or Moon Messages. There are love messages among other messages in there. A whole bunch of things come out. But yes, if anyone else has any questions, I will be more than happy to pull cards for you. If anyone would like to donate, small fee, just enough to go and help me get some litter. Because I go through a lot of litter. Anyway, if there's no other questions, I do wish everybody the most beautiful day. And until next time, bye-bye.